Hi everybody, it's Building Inspector aka Oki, and I'm on Antonia Bayle, and I'm in my friend's guild hall. It's South Qeynos Tier 2 Guild Hall, and it's Erollisis Lost. Um, so my friend decided to move guild halls, and then after he moved, he wanted me to decorate 2 of the rooms. And he has a couple rooms decorated, but he hasn't been able to play lately, so the guild hall isn't done yet, but I'm still going to do a video anyway. Um, so this is the entrance, and this is the room that he decorated. So his name is Rred, R-R-E-D, and so everything is usually red. It's his favorite color, and he worships Erollisis. So that's why he has the guild name he does. But it's a very beautiful entryway. I don't know if the travel room is done yet or not, so I won't go in there, but um he did decorate some rooms in the basement, so I'm going to go downstairs and I have been collecting mannequins with different weapons and hats on them, and so he has an army of mannequins waiting for him to put appearance items on there for me so I can populate one of my houses. So this is the craft room. He's done decorating this one. Very colorful. Hopefully no one falls asleep there. And look, he's got the action figure up there. I'd never noticed that before. And I've been in this guild a lot because one of my characters are in here. I had 2, but now I only have 1 in here. So very nice. I love all the different names that he gives his NPCs. So, oh, we can put a trade skill. Oh, no, that's a red agent. I was like, we can put the apprentice in here? She doesn't have red hair, duh. Very nice. Anyway, I love this. It's very nice. So, let me go. And this is the other room that he has done down here, and it's a bank. And I think I have my sound turned on still. Sometimes it does funny things when I was on Thurgadin, so I had to log out, reload the US stuff and everything. So sometimes it does weird stuff. But Rico Suave, Melodramatic, Willie, Johnny Angel, Jane Austen. I can't say that one. There's a couple Italian ones, I think. Anyway, this is his guild bank and broker and stuff. And if you listen closely, maybe I have to turn it up. Let me turn it up. Can you hear the goblin breathing? So when he first did the guild hall, he used to get in voice chat with me and make that noise, like to say hi. Like, you're such a dork. We're both dorks. Anyway, I have lots of fun teasing around, and we have all kinds of weird sayings and stuff. So anyway, all right. So back up there to the rooms that he had me do. So, the first room that I did was a chapel. I thought, well, he could put the Hearthstone thing that was coming in game in there and stuff. So, because I couldn't think of anything else to do, and so I built him a chapel, and after it was done, he asked me to make it look like it's kind of coming out of a mountain, and have a couple of people said, including him, said to have like hedges around, so you can't see the rest of the hall. So anyway, here is the chapel, and we've got the guild prophet here, so if he wants to add deity altars and stuff, he can. But anyway, this is it, the front, and I've actually recreated this, like, so you can see all sides of the building and everything. Um, but I don't know if you can't see it anymore, but before I put the hedges up, there's a bell. You could see it from a distance. So the role play house that I'm creating will have this chapel, out in the open, so you can go all the way around it and fly up to the top and stuff and see it. So anyway, in we go, and this is the chapel. And of course, Erollisis is the centerpiece. So I have that deity altar, up front, and then he can, if he wants to preach or whatever, he can go up there with his character and do that. So I also have a couple other altars that um, his characters might worship. So, and I have a collection plate here, and the Bristlebane altar, and um, he liked a friend's house where she put, like, I think it was gold, or yellow stained glass all the way around. So I copied that idea because he liked that. I'm using, oops, well, let me examine it. I'm using tables to do the floor, and it's similar to this one. I don't think it's this exact one, but I'm using tables for the entire floor, and where it has the same little lip right here, and so I'm able to put them together without much of a seam because of that. So this part is actually hitting this trim piece on the floor. Um, and one thing I want to point out is he wanted it to look like sunlight's coming through the windows. So I made sunlight come through the windows. I can't do it in the role play house that I have because you can go all the way around, so I can't hide the item that is doing this. And it's a Tinkerfest item. It doesn't. I got the one that doesn't rotate. I'll have to look up what that item is, but um, I did that. And then he didn't know about this part, but he lost a brother, and so I thought I would surprise him, and I created a memorial for his brother. So this is what I gave him, and yeah, he had me change a couple things after he saw it, but um, this is for his brother. I put a book here. If it'll let me examine it. There we go. So I have a poem in here for him, and his brother's name is Joey. And I didn't know this at the time. I had this yellow rose in this panda's statue's hand, and I guess his mother puts yellow roses on his brother's grave, on his birthday every year. So he asked me to add some more yellow roses. So there's more yellow roses. Um, and then he asked for it to look like the sun is coming through the trees. I couldn't hide it very well, so the beam's actually going up instead of down, and I kind of hid it behind these bushes, but it's I can't remember what the name of it is. It's kind of hidden, but so this is the memorial that I did for him. I used I forget what I used now for the I used the bottom of the polished jug for the little steps pathway because it kind of matches the sandstone and the yellow rose topiaries and stuff. So, and since his favorite color was yellow, or red, excuse me, his favorite color was red, I gave him this tree. Um, and then for an added touch, I added the backside of a chocolate box. I think it's the regular chocolate box, not the white one, because I think the back of the white chocolate is pink. But I added that, and so he wanted a video of this to show his mom and stuff. So now he'll have a video to show her, and I hope that she really loves it. Anyway, before I start crying, I'm gonna, I'm gonna leave and go to the office that I did for him. So he asked me to do an office, and I procrastinated forever because I didn't have any ideas for him. So anyway, he wanted an office for all of his trophies and stuff, so this is what I gave him. So I put his lore and legend, or not his lore and legend, well, maybe there's lore and legend. There's probably a combination of lore and legend and Heritage Quest trophies and stuff in here. He wanted the statues. So there is his display. All I did was I used this platform, flipped it up, and then I put the light frozen tile on top, and then the trophies on top of it. And then he wanted raid trophies, so he doesn't have all of the raid trophies, but we'll keep adding to it. And then it looks like I do have to add some because we have more wall trophies, so I should add that. But bears have a special meaning for him, so this is actually not a trophy head. It's actually a rug. But since bears have a special meaning for him, I put it in the same trophy mounting thing. And yeah, so I have to add to the trophy heads now because I forgot they added some. And then I added some display cases. This is for future trophies that he wants to add. And then in here is his desk area and lots of storage for all of his books and trophies and everything. So I've got these trophies here, and there's a couple displays there. There's room for him to add to it. And then I have the Erollisis painting and the two shields, and then I added display cases, and these two things have meaning to us. So one night we're up all night getting the bristlebane patchwork, whatever they're called, doohickeys for the achievements and stuff. And we kept yelling at each other because there was like 3 spots where they would spawn, and we're like, here, and we'd run. And I typed it wrong, and I did herc, and he thought it sounded like a cat coughing up hairballs. So from then on, herc was what we yelled at each other instead of here, and would laugh all night. So yeah, very funny. And anyway, so yeah, this is our conversation from that night. I put it in a book, at least the initial conversation. And then when they came out with the little bunnies all over that you had to capture and stuff, he kind of trolled everybody on like general and home show and stuff. I didn't put the actual bunnies from Marketplace. I had to use the mount because they weren't plushies, they're pets, so they would fall through. So the only way I could do it is get the mount and change it into a plushie. So I have a big mount in there for him. And I think it has a few of the things that he joked about. So yeah. Anyway, he was telling people stuff, and it made me laugh. So he likes to joke around. And yeah, so all of his trophies and stuff, books, are put in these shelves, and he has lots of room to grow. I left him a card, and then I think it's I can't remember. I'm not gonna open it, but I think it was. So when this ring box came out, there's 2 different ones, a red one and a blue one. I get the blue one because blue's my favorite color, and he got the red one. And when they came out, I gifted it to him, and we have this little. I don't role play, but we kind of joke around, and there's this huge story around my tune and his tune. So um my main tank Connix was married to one of my other account female tunes, Rayla, and we would so my main Ocarina and Honix would group with him, and we would go around, and he used to hit on Honix all the time, and so we created this little storyline for this contest that was going on where you post photos, and so we had one of the photos. I created a room where Honix was passed out on a bed that I made him in my guild hall. Um, and Rayla caught them, and then it kept going. So we would joke around, and so Honix divorced Rayla, and so when that ring came out, Honix proposed to his tune with it, and so and he teased me because I just did it in the mail that where he got the gift, and so now I have to officially Honix has to officially propose to him. So I'm doing a role play house for weddings and stuff, and I have the chapel. I don't have the memorial part of it, but I have the chapel, and it's freestanding. And I'm gonna have different special um spots in the house where we had our little moments, our little pictures taken kind of thing. So, and I'm also supposed to be building a house for Honix and his character to live in. So that's why I need to steal all of Velzen's house ideas because she has all kinds of red stuff that it just looks so beautiful. So I'm going to be copying her stuff. So anyway, I think this was the proposal message. But anyway, um, so that is the office, and um, hopefully I don't have to decorate another room in his guild hall because ugh, I'm not even done with mine. I moved like 2 weeks before he did, I think, or maybe he did it 2 weeks before me, but yeah, and I'm still not done with mine. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the tour, and thanks everybody.